Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Just Enough Heshy show. How are you, everybody? Tonight, we are going to have an amazing show. You know why? Because it's just me and Sawyer tonight. We got rid of Boomy. No, we didn't get rid of Boomy. I'm joking. We did not get rid of Boomy.
He's on a secret mission.
He's on a secret mission. I want you all to know that I was at two press. By the way, Sawyer, first you look so pretty tonight.
Okay, Heshy.
How was your day today? But I had a good week and a bad week, and we're going to talk about my personal issues. We're going to talk about how my daughter-in-law is doing much better. She wasn't well. We were on the brink. The mess up at the hospitals, we're going to blame the governor. I was at a press conference today. They didn't want to let me talk. I screamed out a little bit. And I was at another press conference that the mayor wanted to take away a schoolyard from a school. Crazy.
Of course he does. He's taking away the skating rink. He's taking away everything.
We have to talk about...
He even...
And I want you to know, I didn't appreciate our councilman so much. And Chaim Deutsch today is screaming that if the mayor doesn't do, with the homeless shelters, what he's going to organize himself, he's going to put up not only a protest, we're going to sleep in front of the Gracie Mansion. This is a man who's committed. This is a man who does his thing. I like that. I like when our politicians stand up and scream and holler. And not only that, he means it. And I'm the things that he does is not only the big things, the little things, the phone calls. And he gave out his number today. I was on a community board meeting, Zoom thing, how he spoke and he went through every issue and he says, and he gave his number. Call me. This is what I like. I want somebody to be available all the time. And it was late at night already. He should be home with his family. But no, that man just keeps going, and I'm proud of him. And I'm proud of all the other guys that are coming out and standing up. And this city is getting together. And what we're going to do is we're going to knock at the show. And my quote today is not a quote. It's something that I wrote up myself. And you're going to be very appreciative. Something that I learned as a kid. So let's get the commercials going. And what do we have tonight? We have High Tech Web Group, right?
Yes, we do. And then we wouldn't have this show, partially if not for them.
Correct. High Tech Web Group. They can construct your websites with skill and precision so you can finally experience a whole new world of business. High Tech Web Group, 212-235-2777. What's that number, Sawyer?
212-235-2777.
And you can email them at info, I-N-F-O, I don't have to spell that.
At HITECHWEBGROUP.com.
Wonderful. Beautiful. You said it perfect. Info at HITECHWEBGROUP.com. His phone number is 212-235-2777.
Next, we have TT Styles. You can get your hair, wigs, makeup, wedding events, and all affairs. She will do you up to a T. You can reach Tehila at 516-362-6484. Make sure to check out her Instagram, which is Tehila, T-E-H-I-L-A, at T-E-E-T-E-E-S-T-Y-L-E-S 1. And again, you can reach Tehila at 516-362-6484. And remember, like Bumi says, she brings out the beauty in you.
She brings out the beauty in you. And Tehila, we wish you all a quick recovery. And I want you to know I'm so proud of my son Avram and how he's fighting with the hospitals and how I've gotten help from not only did I get, Chaim Deutsch called me. I have legal help for you. Douglas Joblin from my mom, and he's got involved. Dr. Ahmed. Doctors are coming through. But the point is, if you're not there in the hospitals, and this is what Governor Cuomo messed up, people are dying. People will continue to die of no care. If you have a family member there watching, like my son is watching all the time, yes, we can make sure they get the proper care. But when they didn't, they messed up on Tehila, and that's why she got sick.
Because the mayor and the governor are self-serving,
they don't
not
care.
Public servants like they're supposed to be.
Right. Green Line Building Solutions, 718-871-0382. I retire in about 10 days. 718-871-0382. We do building violations, plans, permits, stop work orders, partial stop work orders. I do inspections for you. We get you out of trouble. We fight the city. We fight the health department. We fight the fire department. We fight the building department, that's for sure. All of the violations that you have, and I want you to know, you call Green Line Building Solutions. We're located at 202 4th Avenue.
Heshy, I came to visit you in your office last week. I didn't realize you have on staff architects.
We have 3 architects.
Wow.
And we have
3.
a lawyer on staff. We have expediters on staff. I'm the only field
I saw you have like 20 people working for you, but 14, I didn't realize.
14 people, and I took them all. I trained them all, and I want you to know, we even got a big computer today. We're able to do design now. I'm just telling you guys, 718-871-0382 for all your troubles, for all your needs. Call Green Line Building Solutions, 718-871-0382. Even when I leave, They're going to be great. As you know, I'm running for city councilman. You know that. And March 2nd, coming this week, next week, we're going to be going for signatures. Be ready for me. We can use donations to heshytishler.com. I know I'm preaching. Sawyer, who's next up on the list?
We have Cook's Power, a family-owned and operated company serving the Brooklyn community and local areas, committed to quality and superior customer service. They specialize in residential and commercial lighting installation and repairs, as well as wiring or rewiring of your home or business. You can check out their website at www.cookspowernyc.com or call Cooks Power at 347-794-8236. That's 347-794-8236.
347-794-8236. Cooks Power, KUGSPOWER at gmail.com. Guys, very important to get a licensed electrician who knows what he's doing. I love Cooks. Next up
Call
on our
Cooks
list.
Power and live a happy life.
Live a happy life. James Meadows, wonderful ticket lawyer. I'm telling you today, I saw the blinking light behind me. He can't help you with the red light camera tickets. Guys, be careful. I'm going to fight those camera tickets. I'm going to be screaming, but James can do everything else for you. His phone number is 845-842-5387, 845-842-5387,
Or even better, 845-TICKETS.
what does he do?
He takes care of all your tickets.
Red light
Heshy.
tickets, violation tickets. He doesn't give in. He doesn't, I forgot what it's called again. Who cares what he does? He does moving violations. He does red light tickets, left turn tickets, whatever you need. This is the man that will get you out of trouble. And he doesn't do plea.
Heshy, you have a
plea
license?
bargains. I still have my license.
It's
Thank
amazing.
you, James.
It's only 11 points and you lose your license.
I had somebody call me today.
3 tickets, a third ticket for 5 points and goodbye
I'm not
license.
getting, but today I had somebody call me. I said, call James, tell him Uncle Heshy sent you. James was like, great. He really, you're his uncle? He says, I'm a Spanish-speaking guy. He's really my uncle. I love him. That was it. James Meadows, 845-tickets, 845-842-5387. Then we have Plaza Auto Leasing.
They're not only a leasing company, Heshy, but also a dealership. You get the best of both worlds, the flexibility to lease or buy any vehicle, make or model, combined with quick service, huge inventory, and easy approvals. There is no finance manager at Plaza Auto Leasing to meet with, just a friendly Plaza Auto Leasing sales representative that can handle most of the transaction from start to finish without you even having to step foot in their office. All you have to do is place your order, and they will even deliver your car right to your door. What are you waiting for? Become a pal today and call Plaza Auto Leasing. You can reach Plaza Auto Leasing at 718-975-9000. They're located right in the heart of Brooklyn at 2750 Nostrand Avenue. That's 2750 Nostrand Avenue. You can reach them at 718-975-9000. And don't forget to tell them Uncle Heshy sent you.
Beautiful. And then we have Traveler's Choice. Thank God we don't have Boomy here because he goes on forever. Yossi and Devour Life at 212-868-8698.
They can take you to China.
Oh, stop it. Please be quiet.
On a slow boat.
I got rid of Boomy for a reason this week. You call Traveler's Choice. Yossi and Devour Life are wonderful people. They will get you tickets, hotel, car rentals, best prices, smart. He keeps fighting for you. If you need refunds, he helps you out. 212-868-8698.
That's 212-868-8698.
Wonderful guy. And then, of course, we have finally heshytishler.com, guys. Please, HESHYTISCHLER.com. The campaign starts March 2nd. We're going door to door for signatures. I'm going to start knocking the things down. I'm going to get everything rocking and rolling. By the way, my announcement video is coming out at the end of the week. It's like really professional. I need your help, guys. I want to beat these guys. You know, I had a debate. It wasn't a debate. It was an introduction this week, a Zoom introduction. Community Board 47 sponsored it with Councilman Mark Traeger, and Councilman Chaim Deutsch was very instrumental in a lot of the stuff they spoke about, especially because it's not only his district, but he doesn't care. He goes to all the districts, really. You should see what he does, from veterans to homelessness. I mean, he cares about everybody. I mean, I'm not pitching him. Don't get me wrong. He's the councilman now. But I've never appreciated what some of these
Are
guys...
you trying to convince me to vote for him or for you?
No. I'm telling you that I just realized how hard of a job with all the new things that I want to do.
Are you backing down?
I'm not backing down, never.
Okay.
I'm going in full force. I have 6 competitors, and when we got up there, we all spoke. I was great. I mean, I'm going to talk about my competitors tonight, but they were really, I was better. One of them was pretty close to what I accomplished, but I got a lot of reports I did great. Some people don't even like, oh, he's too much of a bull. But the truth of the matter is, that's what you need. You can't let the bullies do it. But we're going to start our show now, but I want to tell you what I wrote up this week. Are you ready for it? First, here's my quote. As far as people go, men and women, it's not what they are that interests me. Of course it is. But what they can become. You guys can become powerful. You can become great. You can be changed. You can do so much. Look what these guys have accomplished. I remember Chaim Deutsch as a kid, and look at it now. Not a man, a statesman, intelligent, a Kalman Yeager. You're talking so many people that have come through the things, and people that are running for mayor and governor. And I'm hoping that our next mayor and governor, which I'm hoping is not Cuomo, please God, I want to get rid of this guy. We're going to impeach him. We're going to talk about it. But here's when I want to tell you something that I wrote up. Forget my quote that I said. When I finished school as a kid, I had grand ideas in my mind how to change the world. We cannot change the world with only ideas in our minds. We need conviction in our hearts. We need to stay hopeful, because I know hopelessness is our enemy. Hope allows us to push forward even when the truth is distorted by the people in power. It allows us to stand up when they tell us to sit down, and to speak when they say to be quiet. The character of this great nation, of our nation, is not how we treat the rich or the privileged, but how we treat each other and the poor and the disfavored and the condemned. But I believe we can change this world for better. If we can all look at ourselves closely and honestly, I believe we will see we need to be more just. We need, all of us, mercy, and perhaps we all need some measure of unmerited grace. The reason I wrote this thing is I want you...
That's you.
It's not only me.
Don't I know you're not used to getting compliments from me, so, you know.
But I want you to know, I thought it was me. And now when I saw what Mr. Deutsch does, I give him a hard time. I give everybody a hard time.
You don't sit down.
I give politicians
a
hard time. But when I see, and I made a mistake, and I see the painstaking love, but I see also the hate in the hospitals, and I see how people fight them, and I see so many people on the streets. Like yesterday, I had a meeting with the soup kitchen where I volunteer, and they came in sitting over here. Heshy, can you help us again? And Purim, all these schools that are calling me for donations, but how they help their children. You know, I had like 50 schools, each one of them $100, $200. Boy, usually I give it out on Purim, but I was already giving it out. And these are wonderful places that help our children. Like today, I saw Mr. D'Angelo, a principal of a school called Booty School. Wow, this guy is wonderful. This guy is like out of this world. Him and his wife, they saved so many thousands of children. Anyways, can I tell you my joke of the day, and then we're going to start the show?
Go ahead.
So the first joke is, what happened was, I remember the story, Chaim Deutsch told it to me, but not only him, Penny told it to me, it really wasn't about him, but they were in the woods. We all used to go into the woods in the summer camp, you know, and we run around, and there's, you know, traps and bee things, and as a joke, we hit the bee, what it's called again, the beehive?
The nest, the beehive, the beehive.
And Penny, my partner, was standing over there, and we said, oh, nothing's going to happen, and we banged the beehive, and it crashed.
Oh, you went to camp with Penny?
No, but I was there, and we crashed down, and we ran away, and Penny says, what are you running? He didn't see the bees, and all of a sudden he saw the bees. Oh, he got bitten bad. We made it just in time.
You could die from being bitten
Whatever,
so many
I thought it was
times.
funny that he got bitten. Anyways, the next joke
You
is...
thought it was funny.
I took my little boy Yaakov to Florida to visit his grandfather. And I said, he was very nervous of getting on a plane. So Linda says, look, we're getting on a plane just for you to go visit your grandfather. He gets on the plane, he sits around, he's looking around. He says, I understand, all these people are coming to go see Grandpa too? Anyways, I thought that was funny. We're going to start our show tonight, ladies. You can call in, and ladies and gentlemen, 718-289-0070. What's our phone number?
718-289-0070.
Since we got rid of Boomy, we could take phone calls tonight. But I want to talk about a few little things first.
We got to do shout-outs,
We're going to do shout-out. Mira Nava, my beautiful granddaughter. She was so cute in her butterfly costume in Purim.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I didn't post it yet. I'm going to post it. My son doesn't let me post stuff. And Layla, my new granddaughter.
Oh, I love that name.
And Sergeant
Lila.
Peter, wonderful
Sergeant
guy.
Peters,
Good
and
boy.
a shout out to my beautiful and brilliant niece Ruchi and handsome nephew Morty.
And don't forget Dov Heiken for of course we love
Dove and
Dov
Shani
Heiken.
Heiken.
He's
We
a
love
wonderful
you.
boy.
We'll see you, Mitzvah Shem. We will see you, God willing, Saturday night.
And a shout out to and a refuah shalema to get healthy. My beautiful daughter-in-law Tehila Hadassah, the daughter or Bas we call it of Ilana. Please pray for her, everybody. I want her, I need her, and I don't want to get angry at De Blasio and Crackamo because I'm going to get very angry at them. But most importantly, I want all of you to know that this is not a joke. If you're not going to take care of yourself, you think that COVID is the thing that's the problem. You get sick, you get pneumonia, you go to the hospital, they don't know what they're doing, and Crackamo doesn't let people in. When they don't let you in, not only are these nursing homes, which I am going after these nursing homes, you know that. I'm going after you nursing homes. I'm going after you old age homes. You're still understaffed. Don't try to make blame that you got sick and you didn't have enough PPE. You guys had chance to do it twice. You had a chance to take care of the people. You let the seniors die, and Crackamo, who's under investigation now. And I've been screaming about getting investigation.
He's gone.
I hope he's gone.
He needs to be convicted.
But I've been saying it all along that this man is a crook, a criminal,
and then we
a
have to get
liar.
rid of the mayor.
The mayor, by the way, I had a sign today, which I posted. People took pictures. I'm going to be posting it. 312 days to go, 310 days to go to get rid of this dog animal. I'm not going to say Nazi, but he's worse. He's a piece of garbage that hates us. And you know what? I'm going to trial. I'm going to have to fight him. I'm going to call him to court. Everybody's telling me, oh, Heshy, because I did a few interviews today. And, you know, I did a press conference in the city today with the Cuomo thing. You had the state senator there. She started screaming at me because they wouldn't let me talk. And I came there, and they spoke foolish. They're trying to take credit now, which none of them. I didn't see the state
People
senator
are
ever
always
get up.
trying to take credit
I know,
for what you're
they
doing.
were all there screaming. All of a sudden, now investigation, now getting up because she's running for governor, Senator Santos. I don't even like her. She then said, oh, we're breaking up the press conference. What do you mean you're breaking it up? I needed to speak too. I ended up, I spoke, I made my own video on it. These people now are standing up when they should have been standing up a year ago. We could have saved thousands of people. Thousands of people. But you know what? This is life. Call into the show, 718-289-0070. Then I was at another press conference. With Bill Colton, Assemblyman William Colton, very nice man, and he was there, and we tried to save a schoolyard. We're going to save a schoolyard because they want to take away a schoolyard from a school for kids, where the kids come out in the afternoon, they have to go play somewhere. They want to take it away. The mayor is spending $4.5 million on something. You know, it's going to be $13-20 million. Unacceptable. You know, we have a city here that needs help. They're putting in 90 new homeless shelters. Where's all this money coming from? No organizations, 14 people in a room. This is just crazy. And you know what? This Tiffany Kabad, she's not only going to take these rapists, murderers, child molesters, she's going to put them in the homeless shelters because they have nowhere to go or whatever it is. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to be worse and worse. We need a system. I have a plan. I've appointed a plan. Not only me, but Chaim Deutsch, Carmen Yeager, and a lot of the people in the city council, but we need new city council members and we need help. And this is going to, and just remember that, guys. It's not only the homeless shelters I'm going after. It's the nursing homes. Yes, I have plans for cars. I have plans for businesses, restaurants that should have been fully opened. All over the country, they're open. This mayor now went 25%. He says, oh, since Jersey is 35%, it's 35%.
Isn't he nice? He's opening up the movie theaters.
Oh, right, the movie theaters.
Priorities.
That's what we need when we need...
Liquor stores and movie theaters.
Right. But you know what? I want to tell you a funny story. They are approving marijuana, drugs that I'm against. I know you guys are screaming at me, Heshy, marijuana is not so bad. Listen to me. Drugs are drugs. I took in a 25-year-old kid, stoned, smoking marijuana this week. He can't get himself a job. He can't get himself an act together. I don't understand. We're going to take some phone calls, right? But the point is, I want to tell you how bad drugs is. You remember there's a guy, El Chapo, because, you know, he didn't have as many people arresting him as when I was arrested. So El Chapo's wife was charged as a key to the jailed hubby's cocaine empire. The beauty queen bride of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Alora, was integral liaison in her husband's criminal empire, who helped fulfill some of the Mexicans' drug kingpin's most notorious exploits: murder, drugs. And you guys don't understand. Where do you think they're giving these drugs to? to the kids. Where do you think the marijuana goes to? I don't mind medical marijuana, but then it trickles down. Somebody was telling me today, Heshy, you can't fight marijuana the same way you can't fight alcohol. Why? Because somebody will anyways buy it or make it in the house. Keep it off the streets. Don't let them sell it on street corners. Okay, you want to do medicinal marijuana, you need a prescription. It's going to be hard to get them, but not in the stores. Don't make it legal. Make it only medicinal. But Jersey approved it. Guys, I know you think I'm nuts, but I'm telling you, it's not right. It's not right. I can't take it. Anyways, before we pick up a phone call, Purim is coming, right? I would have a Purim holiday, but it's Friday. So there's a problem with Purim and I have inspections. I always wear my costume when I meet an inspector. So I'm going to try to wear a costume this year, but again, Tehilah's not well. And
what are you dressed up as, an inspector?
I do have, the guys from somebody give me an inspector's DOB outfit. I thought it'd be funny that I'm the inspector, but no, I'm the one against them. But I'm going to dress up as I did last year, Uncle Heshy, like Uncle Sam, but it'll be Uncle Heshy. Red, white, and blue face, green hair with an Uncle Heshy hat, and I just want you to come by. So you're right, Friday, and by the way, I don't know if there's going to be pizza night this week, because you're taking me to the city.
I'm taking you.
There's a
I'm taking you big fat date. We're going to the city. Me, Bummy.
NBC Studios, in front of NBC Studios on West 49th Street, there's going to be a big rally. What's happening over there?
It's Dov Hikin's rally. It's going to be other big people from the media are going to be over there.
9 o'clock at night, right?
9 p.m.
But you know what the beauty of it is?
Saturday night,
these people
be there.
went. Not only did they make fun of the Jews, they made a fake video like a Jew wouldn't take. What is it called again?
They're being really irresponsible, and they're feeding the flames of anti-Semitism. And they're causing people to get hurt needlessly. I mean, when you start going,
but you wouldn't take a transplant from an Arab or a woman. I mean, that's a lie.
It's not even true.
I know that.
It's not even true. It's not based on Jewish law. It's just them making up things and making a sound, making Jews sound like they're insane, and it's just not right. This is pure anti-Semitism.
But because of this kind of hate from NBC and this other lady that I quoted, she had an article that she also quoted hate against Jews, and then they go after the Asians. There's a lot of big Asian hate things. We have to stop this. And again, I'm not going to preach that the councilmen are into this. This is city politics. We need our police to be more vigilant. You can't be making go out, give tickets, and so on. We need them to stop crime, stop hate crime, to patrol, stop subway crime, rapes. You want to hear about a story of a rape?
The mayor has perpetrated crimes against individuals by not taking anti-Semitism seriously.
No, the mayor's the one pushing anti-Semitism.
He is pushing it.
They don't give us the vaccine. They're giving everywhere else the vaccine, like this Senator Santos, the Queens. We're the epicenter. Senator Santos, Queens was not the epicenter. He came after the Jews over and over again at ballpark, and still they're not giving us the vaccine here. They made a big center in a college, McEvers College. What is it called again? McEvers College. And again, why didn't he do it in the center here? We have a lot of places. We have big schools here. We have big places that you can open up here vaccines. He won't give it to our seniors. Why? Because he wants us to die. He hates the Jews. He preaches hate. He preaches hate.
It's not just hate. He despises them. You could see it and you could hear it when he speaks.
He's putting a homeless shelter right in the middle of Sheepshead Bay, Brighton Beach, and Manhattan
Why doesn't
Beach.
he do it by next to his apartment in Park Slope?
Right. Why doesn't he do it in the Park Slope?
The only thing he did for Park Slope was for his property.
So you think
he lowered the taxes for himself and nobody else.
And you think it's
everybody else that was raised.
And you think it's only over there. Then a couple of blocks away on Bath Avenue, which is Bensonhurst. Again, another homeless shelter. This guy is doing 90 homeless shelters. All of a sudden he woke up. Why took you 80 years to do this? Why did you do it in year 1, year 2? Put one here, put one there. There are neighborhoods, there are communities, there's First Avenue, there are vacant areas, depressed areas that we can build beautiful. Like when you go to a drug center, right, a drug rehab place. So they put you into the rehab place, then they put you into temporary housing, and then they put you into permanent housing.
A plan. They have a plan in place.
And it's beautiful. And there's a very good success rate in California and Pittsburgh. Over here, the same thing. We build a big complex. not a jail, and you build a system, not like a Rikers, and you don't build one of them. You build next to each other, but you build different complexes, and you put people in there, and you teach them. Then you put them into temporary, and then from there you put them into regular housing. And you can the money that he's spending, the billions and billions of dollars, we can cut it in half by creating these places instead of popping them all over. Then you're dropping the owners' properties are dropping left and right.
Their real estate value.
And moving. I want to read you something very funny. Not funny. I'm very upset about it. Listen to this one. They are. Well, here you go. They want to. They want to find. They want to take monies. This guy Stringer, who's running for mayor.
Scott Stringer.
Yeah.
Who couldn't balance the budget for New York.
Ever.
For New York, ever. For New
Right,
York, yeah.
Right. So he wants to tax and take from the rich.
He was the controller.
He was the controller.
People don't know that.
Yeah.
So he couldn't balance his books, but now he wants to run for mayor?
Right. And I hope he doesn't win, even though he has a lot of money in whatever his game is. But and look at this. Also, Judge, the reimbursements for disabled students, they were halted illegally. Again, where was Mr. Stringer? Nowhere to be found. Again, they let the feds lie about, it was one businessman who was arrested, like Mr. Crackamo arrested me and Blablio. You know what happened?
Well, he has to keep the spotlight
So
off
they
of
lie about
himself,
a
so he
business-
puts it on other
Right,
people.
and they lie about a businessman, and the guy, despite a guilty verdict, prosecutors eventually dropped all the charges against this guy, Sadar Hashmi Najid, whatever, after lawyers for the government failed to disclose evidence they had against him. And here's my point. This is what they do. The government wants to arrest you. The government wants to put you in jail. Just like me, they came against me with no evidence. Nobody was touched. There are protests, people fighting. Nothing was done that night. No police officers arrested me. No videos. We had cops all over. No tickets. Nothing destroyed. And they called me, and still they're punishing me and pushing me around. And this is just crazy what's going on. Subway rapes up. Who cares? Whatever he's doing. We're going to take some phone calls, Sawyer.
All crimes are up.
All crimes are up. And you know what? This has to stop. This has to stop. Unorganized stupidity. Let's take a phone call. You're on the air with Heshy, Sawyer, and not Boomy today. Oh, I have to push a button. How are you?
Hi, how you doing, Heshy? How's everything?
We're doing
Hi.
great. I've been screaming a lot. You heard me screaming?
A little bit, just a
Okay.
little bit.
How are you?
Uncharacteristic. Oh, very good, very good. Happy holidays coming up, and I wanted to also wish a fast recovery for your daughter-in-law.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I wanted to talk about this, and I'm not sure if you're going to have this type of power to help on this, but I saw a report in the news that says that businesses and people are leaving in droves faster than any time before, going down to Miami and such, and opening up there, and for obvious reasons. As a city councilman, would you be able to possibly get like tax relief to the businesses that are floundering right now, plus maybe something to kind of, maybe incentive, give an incentive to new businesses to prop up?
Yes, wonderful.
I had one other question after that, too. My other question was, you mentioned a Zoom link, a Zoom meeting that you had, kind of like the debate. Is there any way you could get that up on your website? I'd love to see it.
I'm trying to get it myself. I've put in a call to my councilman. I've put in a call to the 47th club, this District 47 club. So I'm hoping to get this debate, a forum, or each one of us got to speak 10 minutes about ourselves. So I'm going to try to get it. I'm going to try to post it. Somebody I know has it, but I was promised I will get in the next couple of days, and I will put it up. And there's going to be another debate, if I'm correct, I think either on March 4th or March 14th. I was just invited for a question and answer period. I don't know what that means, if it's a debate or just the people will be asking all the 6 candidates questions. As of course, I've also asked the FJCC to allow me to speak to them so I could, again, show them who I am and ask them to endorse me. Even if not endorse me, to listen how I support my communities. It's not only their communities, but yes, I'm going to try to get that Zoom link. And I want to answer you about your first question. Thank you for your call. You're just so nice. Really, this is the way you ask a question.
Those
But
are
I'm going to
very
talk
good
about your
questions.
answer.
I like about the business relief.
So he was brilliant. So that is one of my answers. That is one of my answers of what I was going to do. Businesses are leaving. Landlords are going away. This man wants to take away our buildings and our richness and give it away and take it away from us.
To share it, so we should become a
It's not
socialistic
even- I
country.
don't mind sharing even a little bit of taxing.
I'm sorry, if you bust your cojones, if you work hard your whole life, you should have to share it with
Correct,
everybody?
not share, but the point is he's taking away our businesses. Right. So what it is I want to bring in more new business here. The city council can give tax breaks and relief for small businesses. You're right, there's a lot of state taxes, but the city, which is a big contributor to the state budget, we can do that. I'm going to be begging landlords to come back. I'm going to be asking, not the big landlords that are doing this homeless garbage, I'm going to tell homeowners, we're going to be able to give you tax breaks. I'm going to go down and fight with the Department of Finance. I'm going to tell the city, listen to me, we've got to give our, not homeowners, tax breaks. This is just crazy what you made them pay. You made them suffer. I don't want people leaving my city. I don't want them abandoning their buildings because all it's going to do is hurt our people anyways. You ever see the New York City Housing Authority? Garbage. Those people can't leave. Those people are stuck there, and those are the worst landlords in the world. But people who live in regular buildings, people who live in nice buildings, they're getting suffered. Do you know that over $1 billion in rent has not been paid? And they're asking for more of it. You can't do that because you're not paying rent. The landlord can't pay his heat. And if you don't pay it, the landlord gets in trouble. The landlord must pay his taxes.
They have to pay, at the end of the day, they need to pay their taxes or the city will put liens on your property and take it away.
So you guys all think I'm lying. Very nice.
They will take away your property and then they auction it off.
I'm going to tell you about a property that hit me this week. A young man, he had a problem with the city. He got sick. He couldn't finish his work over there. The city then went in, took away the building, did some work, they charged him $1 million for not even $100,000 worth of work. They put a lien, they sold the lien. And since it passed 120 days, boom, too bad, dead. He lost his property, he lost his building, he's finished, he's gone. This is what the city does. We have to stop it. We need paces to do defaults. They don't let us open up our vacates, our defaults. It's Corona. You don't let us go to work. How do you expect us to go to court? But all the ECB courts are open. Let me take another
Heshy,
call.
God is giving water to us.
Right.
And the city, okay, they have meters. They're charging now people. People are not working. People are out of work. Besides taxes, they have to pay water bills.
Oh, yeah.
They have to pay gas and
school,
electric.
People have to pay school.
They have to pay for natural resources like water. Otherwise...
By the way, I saw the basketball game, people in the stadium. I see things that this governor may have no common sense because they don't care about the little people.
So, hold on. They're collecting all this money, taxes. They're stealing people's properties. They're destroying people's lives.
2 people.
Hold on.
2 people.
And at the end of the day, they still can't balance their books.
I know.
And they want to just keep raising things.
I know.
How do you raise things during a crisis? During a crisis, you are supposed to give support to your people, to your constituents. You're supposed to help them.
Right.
You're supposed to give them aid.
By
They're
the way-
not providing aid, and they want to raise
Now,
things.
I know a lot of you people don't like the, by the way, 718-289-0070. I know a lot of people get angry at me that I talk about the vaccine. So let me tell you something about the vaccine. The New England Journal says 62% who get the first shot, the single shot, automatically immune to a lot of diseases besides the corona. Even this crazy new virus or mutation of corona it works. Mr. Fucimo, what's his name? Dr. Facimo?
Fauci.
Oh, Fauci, idiot. He now wants us to wear masks to 2022.
I think he wants us to double the mask.
I know, and you know those 2
I think he should put a plastic
and you know
bag
those
over
2,
his
and
head.
you know those 2 health doctors, Katz and all that?
Yeah.
They now finally apologize to the Jewish community after I stopped them for embarrassing the Jewish community, saying the governor was wrong, saying they should have never come in to embarrass us, but that's what it is. But here's my...
Do you know why they're apologizing if they're apologizing now?
Why?
Because he's going to be convicted. Everybody's coming. He's on every single cover of every newspaper.
But I want you to know, Israel, that's already inoculated 4 million plus of their citizens. We can't even get, he's saying we might not till June get 5 million of us. This is America, the greatest state, the greatest city in the world. The man can't have no cooperation. He barely has 1.5 million people. And Israel's already doing the second time. But you know what Israel's beauty is? They're stating that the Pfizer vaccine on the first crack has an 85% cure, or you don't have to take a second shot. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So that's good. Let's take another phone call. What line are we taking? Line 2. I don't know how to do it. I'm pushing line 2. You're on the air with Heshy and my beautiful friend Sawyer. Nope, nobody's there. I don't know what to do about it.
718-289-0070.
I'm going to take the next blinking one. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer, not Bumi.
Hi.
Hello? I guess not.
Is that a little plurr music for us?
I think so. They have music on the show.
It sounded more like an 80s song, though.
Hello, you're on there with Heshy and Sawyer. No? Declined? Hello? Please work. Please work. Hello, you're on there with Heshy and Sawyer. Hello?
We're waiting for some good questions. 718-289-0070.
Hello, you're on there with Heshy and Sawyer. I don't know how to use the phones either. Look how dumbbell I am. Please work. Somebody please work. I don't know if it's a green line.
Way to sell yourself as councilman.
I know. A councilman can't even use the phone. None of these phones are working. I think my boy doesn't know. Maybe I don't know how to use it. Hello? Who cares? I'm going to push one more button. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's all declined. There's no calls on hold. Anyway, Sawyer, the vaccine, okay, the vaccine, which has a 95, talking Israel's actual, they're writing it up. They're actually doing surveys. They're checking it out. A 95% on the first shot. That's why they're trying to push that you don't need the second shot. Let's keep going with the first shot across the board. I think that's wonderful. So, and you know what? And the UK already has 17 million people already inoculated. This is great. Come on, guys. I know you don't want to take the inoculation, but you know what happens? If you don't take it, it's like when you're a kid. Most people today, it's in the system. When you're born, you have to take a vaccine. I'm not forcing you. A lot of people are anti-vaxxers.
I don't like the fact that it only lasts 5-6 months. So what are they going to come up with in 5-6 months?
But can I ask you a question? Everybody takes the flu shot every year. You don't have to take it again if your body has antibodies or gets used to it. But the point is you should take the flu shot every year. Older people take the shingle shot.
Not all the information came out yet. I'm holding
you can
for
hold
a little
back,
while longer.
But you're looking at 4 million people there, 1 million here, over 20 million Americans. You're talking across the world. People have been vaccinated. We're not dropping like flies.
I know someone that just took the vaccine. They
got
have
sick,
chills,
he died.
fever. God forbid.
I got the stories. Everybody, I have people who take the flu shot. Even when I take the flu shot, I don't feel good for 2 days. And some people take the flu shot and they laugh at me, and right away they get better. So I'm just telling you, I understand that there's issues, guys. I understand there's issues. So go to your doctor. Make sure he watches you. Make sure he covers you. Let's take a phone call. You're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer. How are you? No, Avram did not do it good. We're going to try one more call. I have other stuff to talk about. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer. He's not talking.
You're not on the air.
You're not on the air. Please be on the air. Please, somebody talk to me. I don't know what to do anyways. But... guys.
I like the way you talked about, I heard you saying, you were using the words Blue Ribbon Commission.
Right. So I do plan today.
People don't know what that is.
What I plan on doing is creating a committee, a commission of private citizens. Yes, we're going to have some.
A Blue Ribbon panel is professionals within an area expertise, legal expertise, medical expertise, either for the corona or for any city agency.
Private citizens overseeing these professional agencies.
So there isn't any question as to them stating something and them having some sort of an interest.
Right, or getting a bribe. We're going to
Getting a
get
bribe.
different kind of, like, when my daughter-in-law was in the hospital, I went outside the hospital, doctors outside questioning the medical expertise. And you know what? Here's my problem. Some of these doctors are so, they have their ego that they want to cure you, but they don't even care what the one out of every 10 people on a ventilator live. You don't know that.
But the commission usually needs to be approved by the governor.
Well, no.
Usually.
I plan a city council. This is going to be an independent, just like, my investigation. I'm started my own investigation against the governor first. We have so much.
So you're going to have to write some sort of,
we will.
and then you're going to need to have it passed. You're going to need an assemblyman and a senate member.
I don't need anybody. I'm
you
going
need to in order to pass a bill that a blue ribbon commission can be passed.
No. I'm going to create an independently sponsored commission of volunteers, and we are going to track and watch and make reports. The same way my investigation
and make changes.
I'm getting paperwork where the city, with the senators and these assemblymen, are telling them to release documents when they should have released the documents a long time ago. You know what I'm doing?
FOIL.
I'm already getting he's not even releasing FOIL requests.
You have to.
The same way he's giving millions of dollars to nursing homes when they're understaffed. You're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer. How are you? Hello? No, I don't know what he's doing. Hello? Stop it. I hear music.
That is
Stop
nice
it.
music.
It's nice music. It's old music. Hello? You can't do that. I don't know. The phones are messed up. We're never going to fix these phones. I don't know. Once we left the studio. But you're right. This is the stuff I'm going to do. This is the things I'm going to do. I'm going to help with tax breaks, with businesses. I'm not going to let the restaurants go up. Now, they want to throw 25 million here, 30 million there. There's a way to consolidate the budget. I don't want to knock my competitors, and I was told not to. And I'm going to tell you who my competitors are.
You're becoming sweeter and sweeter,
I am. I have to become nicer. Like, I had this, when I spoke, so I had a lady, Amber Adler. I don't like her. She's just terrible. I'm not talking bad about her, but she actually was all over the place. She wasn't organized. She was disenfranchised. She didn't know how to describe who she was. All she knew how to tell us, I took my 2 children to all these pandemic events. Is that a normal person? 7, 8 o'clock at night. Why would you take your kids in the middle of the night when they should be in bed, 7 and 6 years old, to pandemic events?
Pandemic.
She was so proud of it. You know what I mean? A dumbbell lady. I mean, she was, and she didn't talk about it.
I thought you were going to be nice.
I'm going to be nice. I'm sorry. Then spoke Mr. Saperstein. I like him.
Okay.
Nice. I mean, I think I was 10 times better than him, but he was pretty decent, and he's intelligent, and I think he will be able to be debatable, which means I think that both of us will be able to at least bring out the issues, even though I think I'd be a better councilman because I have more experience and audits and budget.
You're not a cookie cutter.
Right.
What you're going to have is that I don't think Saperstein or anybody else can offer is I think you're going to have the most open public office for people to come in, constituents, and not just put in their 2 cents, but come to you for help, come to you with ideas.
Yes, ideas. I want to hear people. I want people to talk. You're right, the buck stops with me. I'm going to take responsibility. My office will not shut down. We will have 3 shifts, and I will have a night crew. Somebody answering phones for emergencies. This is not a joke that I'm putting you through. I don't agree with so much. I'll be in touch with the hospitals. I'll be screaming at doctors. I'll be talking to administrators. I'll be calling chiefs of police. I'll be talking to sanitation people. I'm not going to let them get away with stuff. But I'm not going to preach about me. I want to talk about the next candidate.
I like hearing about you.
Maria Mark, she wasn't bad. She worked for the mayor's office. That's a bad strike against her. Okay. She spoke a little bit too much politics. She didn't tell us about herself, but she was likable. I did not like her. So she was intelligent. And she spoke that I think that, again, she would be part of a good debate. Not that she would knock me, but she actually knows the issues, but she's too much into legislation. She's not into knowing about postpartum depression. She's not into knowing about kids on the street. I actually know this. Taking kids off the street, feeding the people. Yeah, I have packages like Amber Adler says, oh, I joined and I gave out food. No, I packed the boxes. I raised the money for them. I find the families. People call me. You just don't show up for an event, Miss Amber Adler.
She's in her office, like Biden was in the basement.
And then we had Mr. Noble. He was okay. He's a nice boy. I mean, but again, he's not with the program. He talks about stuff that nobody really cares about. I was bored with him after like 3 seconds after he opened his mouth. I wanted to know more about Mr. Noble. Instead, he spoke about stuff that was important, but again, he didn't talk in a layman's term. He has to talk to the people. When I speak in my building or my office, I talk up to the people in their language. I don't use the fancy terms. Of course, I give them the fancy words to learn. But again, you got to talk. You got to talk to the people. But anyways.
You relate to the constituents on a whole new level.
I'm hoping they pop up on your screen again. HeshyTishler.com. Heshy Tishler is running for city council because I want you to know it's important because we're coming to the last 15 minutes of the show. I think there's somebody on hold. Let's see if it works. I highly doubt it. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer. Might work. No?
Hey, Heshy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, big fan of your TikTok, first of all.
Oh, wonderful. I can't believe we got a caller. I'm so happy. Please stay on the line with us.
I've been waiting for a few minutes. So I've listened to your show a few times, and I wanted to ask you a few questions because I've heard you describe yourself as running as a Democrat for city council, but have also, know you have a lot of feelings about Cuomo and de Blasio and, was down in D.C. a few weeks ago. Just interested, like, how do you consider yourself a Democrat there, but also, have a lot of different opinions from other Democratic leaders?
So, I don't, people go to the polls blindly. What's your name again? The first name? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
My name's Matt.
Matt, people go to the polls blindly and they vote Democrat, 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 Democrat. That's not the way it works. I grew up a Democrat. My parents were Democrats because of the ideas of the Democrats. The ideologies of the Democrat is simple. Be good to your neighbor. Help the country grow. Be profitable. Get yourself to a better place. Make a profit. Get yourself ahead. Yes, you're allowed to beat the other guy, not hurt the other guy, but beat the other guy. That is the Democratic policy, not the Republican ideas. Of course, the Republicans have come through to help the country. Everybody thinks Democrat, Republican. There are only two. There's only two parties here, really, in New York. You have the Independents or whatever. But again, Democrat or Republican. Now, most people are voting Democrat. Most people run Democrat. As you can see from the presidential election, everybody went Democrat, which really they shouldn't have. But my point to you is I'm running as a Democrat because I have to run, and I've always been a Democrat, and I've always been loyal to my party. But if somebody's not right, I voted for Giuliani. He was a Republican. I voted for Bloomberg once. He was a Republican. I did not vote for Bush the first time because I didn't like some of the stuff about him. I did not vote for Hillary because I didn't like her. But again, I'm a Democrat, and the ideas of the Democrat is to build this country. Everybody should be able to to be able to earn, to go out there to get themselves a house with a white picket fence, to be able to feed their children. That is my ideals. You want me to tell you that I have Republican ideas? No, I'm a Democrat, down to the bottom line. But when my Democrats are turning leftist, turning idiots, like look at this lady, Tiffany Kabad. She's just whacked. I don't care that you're a Democrat. You can't let rapists, murderers, and child molesters out on the street. You have to be able, even if you want to rehabilitate them. I go to jail. Let me tell you right now, I go to jail all the time to visit people. Oh, Heshy, they did bad things. Once they're there, we have to help them. The same way like Chaim Deutsch said with the homeless. You've got to find supportive programs. Don't put 14 people in a room. That's what the Democrats want. That's why they're not coming off the street. Find programs. Find them a place. Make them live with love. I am into the homeless projects and buildings, but do it in a better way. Do it with a better plan. Did you ever drive down the streets? Sometimes you're stuck on a street to get to a light 4 blocks, half an hour. Why? Because they're putting cameras up. I mean, the cameras are state mandated. When I get to city council, I'm going to find a way to get rid of those cameras. I know you're laughing at me. I don't care. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way not to shut down leasing companies. The state wants to shut down leasing companies. All the money they're spending on tracing people who come off the plane. Are you stupid? We're all honorable people, and if we don't want to stay home, what are you going to do, arrest me? These are sicknesses of the government that they think they're going to track us, and it's unacceptable. And I could keep going, Matt. Keep going, keep going, keep going. My idea is plain and simple. You want to know who Heshy Tishler is? I'm a man for the people. This is,
I
know,
appreciate
if
that.
you ever read the Constitution, what is one of the funniest things? It is the pursuit of happiness. I mean, where do you have a law that says pursuit of happiness? Wonderful. You are allowed to pursue happiness. That's it. And these people, these politicians, are not allowing it. You know, with all these government agencies that don't want to work with each other. All of a sudden, during the pandemic, they're working interagencies, working with each other, finding people. Unacceptable. I'm going to combine them. I can save $2.2 billion by getting rid of them. Commissioners telling me that I can't tell my subordinate what to do. I said, but commissioner, this subordinate is wrong. I can't override him. But that's why you're the commissioner. If anybody ever, one of my workers ever told that to me, you're fired. You're fired. You're right. Give me your ideas. I'm going to consider it. But the bottom line, the buck stops with me. That's why you're a commissioner making $150,000, Matt. I'm hoping I answered something, but keep going if you want to ask me, because I need somebody on the phone.
I got one more. I got one more question
Go
for
ahead.
you on the COVID topic. Thank you for that answer. So, I watch your videos and follow you and stuff, and know that a big part of your life is continuing to celebrate in your community, whether that's through weddings and holidays and stuff. And I'm Jewish, you're Jewish, so I understand the things that you're celebrating, and I get that. But at the same time, just interested to hear your thoughts on, COVID in general, and you seem to be relatively not too nervous about it, yet, the science is the science, and there's hundreds of thousands of people who have died, and just wondering whether people are going to look at you and say, hey, like, we actually shouldn't take this that seriously because you're sort of living your life, and I understand that, but on the other hand, you can also be putting other people at risk as well as yourself.
Okay, Matt, and that's, I'm happy you asked that. I'm happy you put it straight to the point. Basically, you're saying, Heshy, you're crazy, you're jeopardizing the whole world, you're spreading the disease. So, Matt, I'm going to tell you the truth. You watch my videos, they're 2 minutes. And you're right. You know what? I am a comedian, I am funny. Sometimes a lot of the politicians, when I sit and meet with them, Heshy, you can't be making jokes here. You can be a little bit of funny, but stop it. Stop overdoing it. I said, you know what? The people are busy with their lives. They don't have time to spend with me. They have to take care of their wives, their children, their sick mothers, fathers, children. So I try to keep my opinions down quickly, 2 millions, and to speak to people. And that's my point. So you want to know about the COVID? Let me tell you, COVID is serious. I believe pneumonia is serious. My daughter-in-law had pneumonia, or they said COVID. She's very ill. I take it serious. Matt, but if you're not going to take care of yourself, you go to an event, wear a mask. Some people don't want to wear a mask because they've had the vaccine. They have people that are taking care of themselves. Matt, I'm not joking around with COVID because you see me on my 2-minute videos. I go to these events. I do want to live my life. I'm not being locked up. But you know what? We had the SARS. We had Ebola. We always have this stuff. Fauci said 2.5 million Americans were supposed to die already, and a second wave. 500,000 died. And it wasn't all about COVID, but you're right. 1 is not enough. 20 is not enough. It bothers me because you're right. It shouldn't be 0. We shouldn't have this COVID. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Take care of yourself. Every morning, I wear my coat. I take my aspirin. My wife laughs at me when I take the cough medicine. I drink tea. I wear a coat. I see young kids on the street going around without coats, scarves, head muffs. I walk around. If you're not going to take care of yourself, of course COVID's going to hit you. When you go to an event, you know what? You should be showered and cleaned. A lot of people don't. I agree with you. What do you want me to tell you? It spreads. I've been to hundreds and hundreds of things. Take your medicine, take care of yourself, the vaccine, and if you don't want to go out, don't go out. But a lot of people do have the antibodies.
You can't live in fear.
Right, but test yourself. A lot of people have antibodies. A lot of people had COVID. Take care of yourself. I love you, Matt, for your call. And you're right. Sometimes I lose it. Sometimes I scream and holler. But you know what, Matt? I'm sorry. I can't. I can't be locked up in the house. The mayor and the governor is wrong. The governor goes out. The mayor goes out. You have 35,000 policemen on the street. You have garbage men picking up garbage. You have frontline people on the street. You have the MTA leaving. So all these millions of people that are on the street, 337 government workers, they're allowed to go out and they don't spread COVID. So then why are you saying that I am at a stupid event that comes up once in a while and once a wedding? You're wrong, Matt. It can't be that 2 million government employees don't spread the disease and I spread it. I understand the science, Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. I can't. I'm sad because I have children dying in the hospital. I have people that are hungry. And if I don't go out and do it, nobody else does. And if I don't do it, other people won't do it. I want to be an inspiration that during the time of crisis, we stand for one another. And you know what? I don't believe completely the science, but I am sad. My daughter-in-law is sick, and I'm very nervous. Don't think for a moment that every day I don't wake up in fear that I'm going to get sick and die, or cancer, or my foot injury. I hurt my foot. They made me go to the doctor saying I'm going to get a blood clot and die. I'm scared. I'm scared of a lot of things. But you know what? I'm strong. I'm going to fight back. I'm not going to let people bully me around, and I make the decision what I'm going to do. Thank you, Matt, for your call. I'll talk to you again. Call back to the show.
Maybe we can get some pizza sometime.
You will. I'm making a
Where
pizza.
do you live,
You're going to
Matt?
see my video this week. It's going to be making a pizza. I love you, Matt.
Where are you from, Matt?
No, we hung up on Matt. We're taking another call. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer. Hello? Hello, I know you're there, but I have to hang up on you.
Hello?
Yes,
Are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy Purim.
Happy Purim.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Pesach. Let's get them all in now because it's going to be a weird year.
Happy everything.
Yes.
Everything. Now, here's the question. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 2.5 months ago, maybe a little more, you sat down on Zev Brenner's talk show.
Yeah.
I listened to you for about 40 minutes.
They screamed at me.
No. Just listen for a change. And you said to Mr. Brenner after the incident with the journalist, which to some extent you did cause, and I think after that incident you got a little shook up, which was logical. But you stated to Mr. Brenner and to everybody listening, you know, I'm not going to run. I'm not going. I'm going to take my beautiful wife, which she probably is, and we're going to go away. We're going to have a vacation. We're going to live. Why do I need this Chazarai? What do I? I'm not going to. This is not. That's what you said, and you promised everybody you were going to do that.
No.
So is that what you called us?
No.
Definitely. Wait a minute. You
Let me
lied,
answer.
and-
I want to have
and
an
now
I'm
you
not
change
hanging
your
up on
mind.
you.
Something
You know,
must-
Heshy
Go
says
ahead.
every
No,
week that
I'm
he's
not-
quitting his job.
Yeah, I'm not hanging up on you. I'm not hanging up on you. I want to give you.
Okay.
I want to give you an answer. And you are right. Don't you think that I'm a human being? You think I have wings? You think I'm made out of
Sometimes,
steel?
yes and no.
Okay,
You-
well,
it's
makes
the
no
way you
difference.
act sometimes, yes and no.
You know, listen, my son. I'm 57 years old. 22 foster
Happy
kids.
birthday.
Hundreds of people. Thousands and thousands of meals. Millions of dollars in charity that I help raise and put through.
that's not the
Wait. You're
question.
not letting me finish. I
Go
gave
ahead,
you your
go
chance to
ahead,
speak.
go ahead.
When I was on the Zev Brenner show, people started knocking me, screaming, "We don't need you. We'll do it ourselves." Nobody opened the parks. Nobody opened the schools. People were going bankrupt. Restaurants were calling me. People were not getting married. People were crying and hollering. And a couple of idiots on the Zev Brenner show, "We don't need you, Heshy." So I said, you know what, Zev? You know what? Let these little big shots do it. I'm okay. I'm ready to retire. I'm going to take my beautiful wife of 31 years.
Exactly.
I'll go
And you
away.
should've.
But you know what, sweetheart? Let me tell you why I didn't do it. Because I know when I wake up the next morning, because every day after a hard 18-hour shift, don't you think I'm tired and depressed and get upset when somebody dies
Then
or
why would
puts
you
them...
want to go into this direct business of politics, which it is? If you say you're not going to do it, then people
No.
will say, well, we can't
Everybody's...
trust them. We
One
can't
minute.
trust you.
1 minute. I'm not allowed to get...
Are you
I'm not
going
allowed-
to do it?
I'm not allowed to get depressed. Nobody else is standing
What
up.
does the press
1
have to
minute.
do with saying I'm not running?
But nobody else is standing up. And I said to Zev Brenner, I'm willing to walk away if there's other people to stand up. Nobody has stood up. Zev
There are
Brenner
8
from
people
two
running for
and a
that
half
position.
months...
There are 9, aren't there? How
Whoever...
many people are running besides you?
So 1 minute, you want... So I am also a constituent of this community.
Absolutely.
I don't want Amber Adler to be my councilman. I don't want Mr. Saperstein. I don't want this 20-year-old lawyer Bennett to be my councilman. I don't want Maria
He
Mark.
sees the garbage that's running,
I
and
don't
he's
want it.
rising
So when
to the
you tell,
occasion.
and people tell me later
don't know
on,
if he's
well,
rising,
Heshy...
but
He's
is that
rising
what
to
it's
the
called?
One minute.
All right, now, what if you lose?
Okay.
What if I'm not saying, what if you lose? What are you going to do then?
So let me tell you something. First of all, I'm not going to lose. I guarantee I'm going to
They're
win.
taking bets in Las Vegas already.
Why
I
don't
want
you
to
bet?
know.
Go ahead, bet. I'm betting that I'm going to win. I'm going to
Heshy's
win
a
big
winner.
time. And I don't go to lose. I've practiced. You're right. I lost in the
does?
past because I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't think I had an opportunity as an independent and running against incumbent. I'm not running against an incumbent. I'm the most professional. I've learned the business in 3 years. You know, when I started my business in the beginning, you think I made 200, 300 a week, 500 a week. Now I'm doing well because you learn the business, and I'm the best at what I do.
You know your business well, absolutely.
And
That's the business you should stay with.
I learned how to deal with politicians for 30 years, but I never knew how to come in front of the camera. Now I'm standing up because I'm tired of people not doing anything. And I'm ready to walk away. The point is nobody's ready to take my place. Nobody's ready to stand up.
Politicians are not inspectors.
Well, let me put it to you. I'm going to be inspectors, and I do budgets, I do inspectors, I know people's homes, I go to the hospitals,
And you're good at it.
I'm very good at it. So why would you not want me, who's better than the rest of them, to be there?
You say one thing and you do another.
That's not true. I'm not flip-flopping. I said, no, you're wrong. Okay, let's hang up on it. But I want you to thank you for your call. I'm not flip-flopping. I'm telling Zev and I'm telling the rest of you. If there's somebody else that could do the job, go ahead, but nobody else is doing it. Why do you think I'm doing it at 57 years old?
Because he won't do it.
I was supposed to retire
Actually-
December 31st. Linda laughed. And you know why I'm not? Because I am a
Well,
servant.
buddy, he's running, and I'm voting for him, and everybody else is going to vote for him.
You see, my dear friend, I am God's servant.
And tough
I'm the
donuts.
servant of my neighbors. Today I told Assemblyman William Colton and Assemblyman Eichenstein, I serve you. I serve at the pleasure of the people, not at the president, not at the people. That's what I do every day of my life. I'm not interested in being a politician, but I think I can do things now on a grander scale. I'm learning how to help more people. I'm learning how to be able to save not only myself, my community, my city. Our city's lost. And for 10 months, I'm screaming and nobody's getting up. Let's take another caller before we finish. You're on the air with Heshy and Sawyer and...
Not Bumi.
And not Bumi. Who is calling?
Hey, how you doing?
How you
Hi.
doing?
California here.
Hi, California.
I got an update. We're at 1.7 million signatures with 3 weeks to go to get Governor Newsom out of town.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, thank you, California. I love you. That's the way you got to do. I wish we could do this to Crackamo. I wish we can do it to de Blasio. We have 310 days more to go.
Maybe we can get those 1.7 million signatures to
can't do
come
it.
on over here.
You'll be inspired.
Well, our show is coming to an end. I want you to know, California, I love you. I wish you the best. I am backing you 100%, and may God bless you. May God bless America. May God bless the greatest city in the world. I know California.
We wish everybody a happy Purim.
Happy Purim. I
Stay
wish
safe.
all my Jewish and non-Jewish friends, and remember one thing. You know how Trump used to say, make America great, make New York great again, and that's going to be my idea. That's going to be my policy. I'm going to make sure to take care of the people. I know they're playing the music. Play the music. Goodbye to us.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
everybody.
callers. Thank you, listeners. I'm never going to step down. I'm never going to run away from you guys. I love New York. I love my neighbors. I just love this city.